Hello students, welcome back to our economics class. Today we are going to discuss a topic from unit number 2, that is 2 marks topics. Alright, in the last class we have discussed topics from unit number 1, that is some 11 2 marks topics we have discussed. And now today we are going to discuss 2 marks topic but from unit number 2. So let us start with the first one, that is population explosion. First one is population explosion. Let me give you one example. There is a glass. Alright, I have an empty glass with me. And my question here is, how much water can I pour in this empty glass? Obviously, when I have one glass, I can pour 1 glass of water in it. If I pour 2 glasses of water in 1 glass, then what will happen? The water will be overflowing. The water will be exploding out. So what is happening here? The quantity of glass is less, but the water which I am filling inside is more. Is that clear? So what is the result? The water is overflowing. The same example you just compare with population and food supply. For example, the glass here is food supply and the water is population. If the population goes on increasing than the food supply, then it will be overpopulation, or you can say population explosion. When one thing is more, other thing is less, it will create imbalance. Imbalance between whom? Between the population and the food supply. So this is a negative aspect for us. Let us see what is the exact definition of population explosion. If the population increases more than food supply, if the population increases more than food supply, it leads to imbalance. When the population increases more than food supply, it leads to imbalance, which leads to overpopulation. Overpopulation means birth rates are more, death rates are less. Overpopulation means the persons who are getting birth are increasing, so birth rate is high, and also no persons are dying. They are not dying in the sense they are still alive, they are surviving. That means population is increasing. Overpopulation means birth rate is high and death rate is decreasing very fast. So this is the definition of population explosion. Last and final, once again we'll recall the definition. When the population increases, more than food supply, when the population increases more than food supply, it leads to imbalance, which further leads to overpopulation, where birth rates are high and death rate decrease very fast. First one is done. Let us see the second definition. Now here it's my suggestion that we'll read 4 definitions at a time. Birth rate, death rate, infant mortality rate, maternal mortality rate, because all these 4 are connected with each other. Let me first tell you the meaning of infant. Infant means newborn babies, or you can say children of below 6 years or between 0 to 6 months. Alright, so this is called as infant. New offspring or very small aged children are considered as infant. Mortality means death rate. Mortality means death. Now maternal means it is related concept to woman. Then mortality means death. Infant mortality means death of infants. Infant means children. Maternal mortality means death of women. Alright, this is clear. Now let us see the exact definitions of all these 4 points. Birth rate. Rate of number of births per thousand population in a year. Rate of number of birth rates. How many number of births are taking place per thousand population in a year is known as birth rate. The same definition will be followed for death rate, but the term will change here. Rate is same, number of is same. Instead of birth, you are writing death, because obviously the definition is of death rate. So you need to write number of deaths per thousand population in a year is same. If the definition is birth rate, you need to write number of births. If the definition is death rate, you need to write number of deaths. Let us recall the definition of birth and death rate. Second one, definition of birth rate. Rate of number of births per thousand population in a year is called as birth rate. Then death rate. Rate of number of deaths per thousand population in a year is known as death rate. These two are clear. Now here also in infant mortality and maternal mortality, the same thing we have. Rate of, number of. But infant means what? Infant means children. So here we will be having per thousand born children, not population. Here we were having population, but now infant means children. So per thousand born children in a year. Mortality means what? Death. So rate of number of deaths per thousand born children in a year is known as infant mortality rate. You can see it as rate of. Birth rate means number of births. Death rate means number of deaths. Infant mortality means also number of deaths. Here you are having per thousand population. Here you are having per thousand born children. Alright. Last one. Maternal mortality rate. Rate of number of delivery deaths. Alright, rate of number of delivery deaths. As the term here is maternal, it is related with women. So here we are having, instead of number of deaths, we are having one more word added to it, that is delivery deaths. Rate of number of delivery deaths per 1 lakh women. Here we were having per thousand, right? Now change it to 1 lakh. 1 lakh women in a year is known as maternal mortality rate. Is that clear? All 4 are very easy and also very important. Let us recall it for the last time. Birth rate. Rate of number of births per thousand population in a year is known as birth rate. Death rate. Rate of number of deaths per thousand population in a year is called as death rate. Infant mortality rate. You can also call it as IMR. Infant mortality rate is also called as IMR. The rate of number of deaths per thousand born children in a year is known as infant mortality rate. Maternal mortality rate. Rate of number of delivery deaths per 1 lakh women in a year is known as maternal mortality rate. Almost how many are completed? 5 definitions are done. Let us see the 6th one. It is just like a formula. What is literacy rate? Literacy means education, educated. If I say a person is literate, that means that person is educated. If I say number of people who are educated, then the term is literacy. Alright. So let us see what is the definition of literacy rate. Literates of 7 years. How many years? 7 years and above aged population divided by total population into 100. This is the definition as well as formula. That means how many persons who are more than 7 years and above age population, the persons who are educated, divided by total population. Clear? Let us recall it. Literates of 7 years and above aged population, whole divided by total population into 100 gives literacy rate. Clear? So 6 definitions are done. Let us go to the 7th definition, that is Janani Suraksha Yojana. What is the definition? Janani Suraksha Yojana. By the term itself, you can imagine that this is some kind of scheme. Alright, scheme which is started by the government. This scheme is having a dual objective. Dual means two. For example, you are having dual SIM options in your phone. Means you can use 2 SIMs over here. In the same way, this scheme is having dual objective of reducing, of what? Of reducing IMR and MMR rate. It is reducing IMR as well as it is reducing MMR. What is IMR and MMR? We have already discussed here, right? So this scheme is having a dual objective of reducing IMR and MMR by promoting institutional deliveries. Institutional means under skilled and trained staff. Alright, if we have skilled and trained staff in hospitals, that can help us in reducing the death rate. Alright, so you are protecting. Suraksha means what? Protecting. Janani means what? A woman. You are protecting the woman. How? By reducing the infant mortality rate and maternal mortality rate. So this scheme is having a dual objective of reducing IMR and MMR by promoting institutional deliveries. Then continuation of this point. It is centrally sponsored. Centrally sponsored means this scheme was started by the state government. Alright, it is started by the state government and integrates cash assistance with medical aid. Integrates means what? Along with. For example, right now I am having a blue marker and a red marker. What colors do you find on board? Red as well as blue. That means it is integration of red and blue. Integration means along with this you have that also. Clear? So you are having two things here. What? Cash assistance. Assistance means help. You are helping women by giving cash. That is called as financial help. Then next, medical care. You are also providing medical care. So cash assistance with medical care is provided by whom? By the scheme Janani Suraksha Yojana. So how many we have done? First, population explosion. Second, birth rate, death rate, IMR, MMR, literacy rate and Janani Suraksha Yojana. There are 3 more definitions left, then all 10 are going to complete. So already 7 definitions are done and the 8th definition here is contraceptives. The definition is Contraceptives. It is one of the family planning methods. It is one of the family planning methods to control population. It is one of the family planning methods to control population. Already we have read and topic how to reduce population explosion. What are the measures? In that we have read under the third side heading family planning programs, right? So this was one of that. What is contraceptives? It is one of the family planning methods which is helping in controlling the population. Full stop. These family planning centers are providing contraceptives to distribution centers. For example, like on a medical store, you will be getting all medicines. If you are suffering with fever, you will go to a hospitals. So who will be supplying medicines to hospitals? There are some supplying centers. In the same way, the family planning centers are providing these contraceptives to whom? To the distribution centers who are concerned with the objective of controlling the population. Clear? What is the definition here? Contraceptives. Please try not to go deep in the concept and try to by heart it with me. What is contraceptives? It is one of the family planning methods to control population. The family planning centers provides contraceptives to the distribution centers. Completed. Next one, NRHM, National Rural Health Mission. National Rural Health Mission. The next one is NUHM, National Urban Health Mission. The word itself is saying it is concerned with health. Health of what? In rural areas, health in urban areas. Now first let us see NRHM, National Rural Health Mission, was started on April 2005 by the Government of India. GOI means what? Government of India. When NRHM was started? In the year 2005, April. This is done. It intends to increase access and utilization of health services in rural areas by strengthening health infrastructure. That means it is saying in rural areas. Which areas? Rural areas. Rural areas, you need to promote health services. You need to provide health services. Alright, you need to make everyone utilize the health services. How? By making it strong. Strengthening means what? By making strong. What you need to make strong? The health infrastructure. What all the things which are required for improving the health, you need to make them strong. In which areas? Rural areas. So what is its intention? Intended means what? Intention. Its intention is to increase access. Access means providing. Alright, access and utilization of health services in rural areas by strengthening health infrastructure. In simple terms, if you are focusing on health in rural areas, that is National Rural Health Mission. If you are focusing on health in urban areas, it is National Urban Health Mission. Let us see what is NUHM. It is intended to meet health needs. The same thing again. Here H means what? Health. So it is intended to meet health needs of which area? Rural or urban? U means urban. Of urban poor. Of which poor? Urban poor, particularly slum dwellers and marginal dwellers. Slum dwellers means those who are living in slum areas, the persons who are very poor. Marginal means those who are living in small towns, small cities, those who are very poor, who cannot get even 3 times meal a day, which is having some nutritions. Then we need to provide them all the health needs. Which areas? In the urban areas, that too poor people. Urban poor, particularly slum dwellers and marginal dwellers. Then this program covers all cities. Urban areas means what? It is cities. So this program covers all cities of population 1 lakh and above. Of population how much? 1 lakh and above. Let us recall both once again. NRHM was started on April 2005 by the Government of India. It intends to increase access and utilization of health services in rural areas by strengthening health infrastructure. NUHM. It is intended to meet health needs of urban poor, particularly slum dwellers and marginal dwellers. This program covers all cities with a population of 1 lakh and above. So unit number 2, there are 10 definitions. We have also read unit number 1, 11 definitions. Alright, so I ask you to please learn it again and again, write it again and again, and make a daily practice book for economics. Like today, you have completed 11 definitions of unit number 1 by writing it 3 times and writing 1 time without seeing. Then again today what you do, learn all these 10 definitions, by heart it for 5 times, write it for 2 to 3 times, then you will be extremely perfect in all the 2 marks, and it will be helpful for you in writing with a high speed in exam and scoring good marks. See you in the next class with some new topics and interesting topics. Till that, stay home, stay safe, and never stop practicing.